after the touchdown. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shamar Stephen in broad possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing his Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say,
oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At the 28-yard
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They toss it left side to Chubb. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A toss play to Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Browns' first down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And 13.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
JoJo Natson now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got it across the midfield straight and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield now. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A first down throw from Mayfield. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a pickup.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Have the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He was looking for Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. It might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Cousins on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it.
And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
For Rashard Higgins. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third down.
Play fake. Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield on play action, steps away. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and that'll bring up second down. One last shot from Mayfield here. And it's caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the end. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who.
Another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation. Sports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go lose, and then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On second down, it's Coleman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams taking it in. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike, 21, 1, Omaha. 58, right over there, yeah, Mike, 58, right there. Squeeze, double.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 45-yard line.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And this is back to a 5-point game. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Williams, the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the stop.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Take over first down.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
21.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Bring it! Bring it!
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receiver...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Ooh, he's running, he's running.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Packers 26, 49ers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A dangerous return man showing it here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 29.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Check, check. Fresno. Check 37.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
3rd down.
Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Right there.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams, 26 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled
terrible.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Able to find Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Packers continue to roll.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Intended for Raheem.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hey, it's our rounds. Hey, 25's the mic. We go 25's the mic. All day, every day, any day.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late in that margin that he had on the defender.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. It's Coleman here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth and goal here as they search for a late score. And this is caught. Now they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and still touchdown.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Score, Packers 38, 49ers 15.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On play action, Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers looking to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'ma turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.